please welcome Anna Kalinskaya.
Hello and welcome to quarterfinals day in Cincinnati in the women's singles, the 1,000 event as the tour continues with so many points up for grabs. And Anna Kalinskaya in decent form on this North America hard court swing, but can she overcome the number 3 seed, hoping to complete another bit of a CV, has never won this tournament, semi-finalist the last 2 seasons. It is the new Wimbledon champion from Poland, Iga Świątek. Number 3 seed against number 28 seed. Fabio Souza will be our chair umpire. Your commentators for the first match here on the P&G Centre in Mason, Ohio today are myself, Tim White, and Alex Dulgaru, whom we'll say good morning to now.
Good morning, everybody.
Well, the anomaly is, as we said when Iga won the last round, that if she plays Kalinskaya, it's one of the few players at the top of the tour she's never beaten. They've only met once, but it was in a 1,000 event on hard courts, so a little edge there for the outsider.
Yes, but there's so much talk about this match because Kalinskaya already won once against Iga last year in Dubai on a fast, hard surface. At the same time, Iga is coming into this tournament after winning a major, a superb streak for her at Wimbledon. And already having played against Kalinskaya, now she knows what she's up against. So it's going to be a very interesting one.
Both had a bye in the first round, and Anna's won 3 matches to get here. Iga 2 because of a walkover a little earlier. But first, let's hear the coin toss.
Okay, ladies, just a couple of things. The shot clock at the back of the court to have electronic line calling live. And the video review, do you have any questions about that? Just one more thing. You have the blue one for the towels, Iga, you're the black one. Okay? Anna, we have show the coin. We have Cincinnati Open this side, blue and white. Blue, you're white, she's blue. Your turn, Ryan. That's white, Iga. Serve. Okay, let's have a picture, please.
So Iga choosing to serve first then against Anna in this first of the quarterfinals. 3 on this court today, including the lone American hope still going. Coco Gauff will be in the evening session, the last match tonight, as she takes on Jasmine Paolini. Really looking forward to that one. At 1,000 level, they're all pretty good matches. Also, Sabalenka against Rybakina next up, which is the match of the round. Well, maybe not this one, but it's certainly a great way to start the day. And fans of Polish tennis and fans of Kalinskaya will be equally amazed and glued to their screens to watch this one. So that's the progress that they've made in the from the previous round. Anyway, as I said, there was a walkover for Iga in the round before that. Pretty comfortable against Castella. The form of the 2 players, though, I think in this tournament so far, Iga hasn't hit her straps, hasn't been consistently at top level, and yet she still coasted through a couple of matches.
Right, we've been talking about this, about Iga, although she's coming off a major title, she's still not 100% in her best form. Although I think she's been doing well enough, just enough for her to win those matches. She looks really good on her feet. Her footwork is there. Her confidence level is getting higher and higher. And I think today is going to be a challenge because she's only played 2 matches here. Because Marta Kostyuk hasn't showed up in the 3rd round. Whereas on the other side, Kalinskaya has gotten 3 very important wins against Peyton Stearns, Anisimova, and Alexandrova.
And none of them she was really pushed. She got to the 3rd set a couple of times, but won them both very impressively 6-1. So finishing matches as well, looking strong, and hasn't had that much court time. 6 hours 27 over the 3 matches, I think it is. But compared to Iga, maybe a little bit undercooked. And remember, we're not just talking about a week's tournament where you play 2, 3, 4 matches in a week. This has gone on well over a week now, and even though both players got a bye in the first round, that's a lot of dead time and trying to make sure you don't, you stay in tip-top condition with training, but it's not the same as competitive action.
It never is. You can never fully copy-paste what's happening in a match. And that's why I'm saying that the odds are pretty even in a way, because Anna has built up really nicely coming into this 1000 event with the final in Washington, third round in Montreal. So it's not a coincidence that she's playing this good, and she already beat 3 big names.
Yeah, there's just a question about her having lost so many finals and often not converting good opportunities. But as we said earlier, in that head-to-head, the only time they met, it was a semi-final stage as well, when she beat her in Dubai on, again, one of the quickest courts on the circuit, let alone the 1000 circuit, the whole season, and broke Iga Świątek 4 times in that 4-4 victory.
Like I said, you're thinking that Iga has done her homework. She doesn't have the surprise in front of her anymore. So she's probably been cooking this up nicely.
Fabio Sousa in the chair. And Brazilian weather here, hasn't it? A good many miles further north than Rio or even Fortaleza, which is beautiful.
1 minute.
But it's beach weather still, 27, and feels much hotter, and humidity 76. So let me tell you, if you don't quite understand all that, if you go for a brisk walk, your shirt will be soaking after about 15 minutes. Świątek winning the toss and choosing to serve for this match, and hoping to put early scoreboard pressure on Kalinskaya. Iga down at number 3, down. Can you believe that? Down at, oh,
Down,
number
you
3.
say
It's
down at
dreadful,
number
isn't it?
3.
Goodness, what is she doing? But number 1 for so long, for 2.5 years. She has an outside chance of getting back to number 2 in the world, but she'd need to win the tournament and for Goff to go out at this stage. Well, look, if they play 5 times, Iga will win 4, and that's probably about right, but certainly that win in Dubai will give a lot of people the thought that that should be a little bit higher for Kalinskaya, but hasn't been on her best form this year. She started in the top 16, is down at 34 at the moment. But on the live rankings, back up to 30 off this week's performances, and with a win would go to 26 in the world. 19 and 15 tells its own story as win-loss ratio, and that includes the wins here this week. So she came into this tournament 16-15. Iga, 46 and 12, and she's apparently not having a good year. So, I mean, last year was 64-9.
Right, because you compare it to what she did the previous years, but
yeah.
it has still been a good year for Iga.
1000 event at Cincinnati, one of the players' favourites on the circuit. It's Iga against Anna, Świątek against Kalinskaya. Semi-final places up for grabs. All 4 quarters taking place today. This one is followed by Sabalenka back in it on centre. Then we'll take a little break and be back in the afternoon on grandstand for the outsiders battle, I guess you'd call it. Unseeded against a qualifier, Veronika Kudermetova against Varvara Gracheva. And then what many people, especially here, would say is the main event. But I think fans of Sabalenka and Rybakina might disagree, but Jasmine Paolini against Coco Gauff looks very tasty indeed. Well, the top 2 seeds and top 2 in the world, Sabalenka and Gauff, are the 2 who've stopped Iga from reaching a final here. One of just 2 events on the 1000 circuit that Iga has not played in the championship match. Hoping to correct that, of course, this year. She's 2 matches from the final. This is the first. Anna Kalinskaya, her opponent, Iga to serve first.
That's a statement start.
Not bad. Yeah, not renowned for her races, and I think I said in the last round when we commentated on Iga that I was quite surprised that she does serve as many double faults as aces, almost exactly. Very similar figures. Probably something to work on, but that's something we'll come on to about double faults with Anna Kalinskaya as well, because she's struggling a little of late. That's a little frightening, I think, if you're an Anna Kalinskaya fan of the player herself, because she is finding already baselines, ridiculous angles, and that off the back of an ace.
And it's just 30 love.
That was so good technically, that point, wasn't it?
Yeah, like you said, she started really good. Another great first serve in. That helped her win the point.
Still fairly new coach, I think we'd call Wim Fissette. Such a good quality opening to this match for Iga, and Wim looking comfortable after that for sure. That's exactly how it went in the team talk, I think, just before she came out.
Yeah, she even with Sorana Cristea in the previous match, she had a very good start. A few good games, she was on a hot streak, and all of a sudden she started missing a lot. So we'll have to see how she's handling that winners and unforced errors ratio today. She needs to keep her level really high.
So all the stats there for Kalinskaya and for Świątek this season. Not a bad record, 2-1 at quarterfinals so far. Did get through in Singapore in a tournament that straddled January, February, got through to the semis and got through to the final in Washington, DC, of course, but well, least said, soonest mended was one of my mum's favourite sayings, so she probably wouldn't want us to discuss how she performed in that final. But she got a number of wins under her belt on the North American hard courts. And a couple of wins at Montreal as well, lost in the third to Svitolina. But just during Montreal, did her commentator on her there as well, she just started getting a little bit edgy on serve.
I would say she probably had a few too many double faults, but at the same time,
way too many.
At the same time, again, looking at who she won against as of late, you got to think that she has the confidence to come back even when things are going a little bit south. It's also true that Kalinskaya has a power game. She really does have easy power, and she likes moving the ball around. At the same time, she's more inconsistent, much more inconsistent than Iga. So you never know each day what kind of version of Anna Kalinskaya you're going to get.
Yeah, deceptively powerful on the forehand especially, and uses the geometry of the court, the angles really well, good placement too. But yeah, talking about the double faults, in the last 5 singles matches she's played, the last couple at Montreal when she ended up losing to Svitolina, and the 3 here, she's averaging virtually 1 in every 10 serves double fault. And has served 24 already in her 3 matches this week compared to 13 aces. 24 doubles, 13 aces this week in Cincy.
Very good rally, moving the ball around nicely.
Wait to step in, Anita.
Been together a long time now. Trisha Tarabini.
It's good to see a female coach in the box. If you want to have a chance against Iga, that's one of the ways to play, obviously. Try and move her around. Many players just can't do that often enough because Iga just doesn't give you that kind of time to take control of the rallies. Oh, what a return that was. She barely finished the service motion and she was already in trouble. Anna. Again, she's so quick on that return. Impressive speed. And again, Kalinskaya was in trouble. She managed to somehow get the ball back with good length. And here I would say that it's an unforced error by Iga, trying to be over-aggressive.
Sometimes I think there should be two categories for unforced errors. The very bad unforced errors would, that column would go into, I think. So she escapes, pushed, but the important thing is that you don't get broken in your first game, and she avoided that.
One game over.
A few anomalies in our sport and the rankings. Remember Safina getting to #1 in the world without ever winning a Grand Slam. And Anna Kalinskaya almost making the top 10, reached number 11 just under a year ago.
For what?
Just wanted more towels.
Physio for... Huh?
I thought it was towels, I thought she was...
Physio.
Oh.
Physio for the cough, I think she
Yeah.
said.
Right. And yeah, she's got to number 11 in the world, almost the top 10, and never won any tournament on the tour. Which is staggering considering how deep she's been in so many tournaments. Recently lost her 4th final, tied up a little bit, I guess, in Montreal, maybe with that burden upon her back.
It is contradictory, isn't it? If you think about it, but it can happen. And I don't think she's the only case.
Oh no, there are a few around. There's,
Who was it?
we were talking about Alexandrova the other day, never reached even a quarter-final at Grand Slam and has been right up the rankings. It's
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that from a name like that after everything she's been doing on tour. Arina Sabalenka used to be like that for a while before she started making semis and finals.
yeah, not now. Makes them for fun. But it's opens the floodgates sometimes, doesn't it, when you get that monkey off your back, as they say.
Yeah, because it seems like a very heavy obstacle to surpass, but once you do it, you let go. You find the freedom again.
I guess it's the same in all individual sports, isn't it? I mean, different circumstances, but for instance, a golfer can choke on the last round when leading for the
100%.
first time. But then with a win under your belt, it's completely different, a little bit more relaxed, a lot more relaxed.
100%, yeah.
For the record, biggest tournament victory so far was a WTA 125 Challenger event in Midland in 2023. Finals at 1,000 level. Montreal, Dubai last year, and Berlin on the grass 500. And Tampico in 2023. First serve of this game for Swiatek.
And we're going to be seeing the physio at the next change events for Anna.
Goes straight out of play, so it will be a comfortable hold for Iga Swiatek. We don't know whether Anna Kalinskaya is fully mobile. The winner of this one will face Sabalenka or Rybakina next on court. But early stages, no breaks of serve. 2-1 for the number 3 seed. Well, a little disturbing here that we've only just started this match already. An injury here for Kalinskaya, getting some treatment on her calf. And as you can see, the medic's still out there, and there will be very shortly called the medical timeout to try and maximise the time, seeing how long they'd still got left before they had to call for that. And clearly it's something that she's come into the match with, I guess, but calling for it for the first change event or the first sit down is a little worrying. But you were saying, Alex, during the break, that it could just be down to the number of matches she's had.
Yeah, I'm very sure that's what it is. Again, she beat big names. She's played twice, 3 sets. You can imagine the effort you have to put into, you know, just to stay there on this heat. And not only that, but it's hard enough to play just 2 regular sets. With two 3-setters under her belt and everything going on, I'm not surprised that something starts to hurt. But I'm not sure if she felt that calf spasm already before when she was practicing, or maybe it just started becoming worse now in the match. Because you think that probably you're treating these in advance?
Yeah, my guess is that she knew it had twinged a little bit, and she was just hoping that she wouldn't feel it during the match. But as soon as she felt it, she went. I mean, she was still walking absolutely fine, wasn't she? She played the last couple of points. But yeah, it's definitely obviously a concern for her. I mean, at the very least, you don't want to use your full medical timeout that you get once so early in the match, just in case there's a recurrence or something else happens. So it's obviously
and it's not that she might do it on purpose, or you might think about it. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's probably what he said. She was feeling something before, and probably got a little bit worse just into the match. And it's better off if you feel that it's nagging, it's in your brain. So you're better off doing something for it than just wait for it and then lose a couple of good games against someone like Iga, who's never going to give you anything for free.
I mean, she has beaten it before, but she does know she's got to be near her top form, and maybe Iga just below her top form. So
can you just hold the balls over there?
It's absolutely paramount that you don't throw away a couple of games. I mean, if you just throw away one service game, that's probably going to be the second on the form that she's usually in. It was 2 breaks to 1 in both sets when they met in Dubai last year, about 18 months ago, that one. This is the first match of the day for those just joining us. A lot of people switching on around the world, and it's semi-finals day in the women's WTA singles in this mixed event in Cincy, and it dominates centre court today. Next up, Arina Sabalenka against Jelena Rybakina. Now, there isn't a not before time on that, but if this match were to end sadly early, I think they would instigate one, because I doubt either player's anywhere near ready at the moment. And
if something happens, something like that happens, like there's a sudden yeah, they give you probably 20 minutes to half an hour in advance to properly warm up.
but let's be clear, we're expecting, got no reason to not suspect that Anna will continue.
Oh, hypothetically, just
Yeah, absolutely.
talking about it.
And then on centre court, the last match today, the highlight for the American audience, particularly number 2 seed Coco Gauff against Jasmine Paolini, champion of a couple of years ago when Coco beat Iga Swiatek in the semis. And the fourth quarter-final will be played third of the 4 because it's over on grandstand. Varvara Gracheva saw her win same time yesterday against Ella Seidel, one of the breakout names in this tournament. And she'll be taking on Veronika Kudermetova.
Time's up.
So just got that done in time, didn't she? So the 3-minute medical timeout is out. She can come in between service games and use the 90 seconds if needed, but that's it as far as long-term treatment goes for Kalinskaya. It's a lot of strapping.
It looks good. Very well done.
Neatly done, yeah. I mean, is it restrictive? How, if it's too tight?
Yeah, it has to be the
it.
right amount of pressure. It can't be too tight. It can't be too loose.
If your toes start going blue, you know it's too tight.
Hopefully not. Doesn't go well with her pink outfit.
It's all about the aesthetics.
Ah, always with girls. Oh, that was a little bit too soft. And she knows it.
Love 15.
I'm reminded that Kalinskaya actually retired in a match here. She's only been here 3 times previously. And as a qualifier in the second round in 2022, she had to retire in the second set against Aryna Sabalenka, though in truth she was on her way to defeat at that stage 6-3 and 4-1. She built up a good record here though, overall. Twice has had to come through qualifiers in her previous 3 visits, so is 9 and 3 if you include qualifiers.
Yeah, her best run so far at Cincinnati.
Only been broken 5 times over her 3 matches. 2 of them going to 3 sets. She's won the tight sets though, a couple of tiebreakers and a 7-5 against Anisimova.
Yeah, no, she looked mentally good, strong.
15 to 6.
She was fighting through those tricky moments, finding solutions. But we'll see how she's feeling into this match physically. Because mental strength goes hand in hand with your physique. So if you're not there 100%, everything starts to crumble.
Yeah, I think a good indicator of your ability to play when it matters is your record in tiebreakers, how you can bring your best form when it really matters, and it isn't a lottery. It's played over a long enough time. It's first to 7, and Aryna Sabalenka's record shows that. She's just perfect over 17, is it now? Maybe 18. And Kalinskaya's built up a good record here.
I think Iga has, sorry.
But it's broken here. The first break of the match goes to the Polish player.
I think Iga has shown her best start of a match so far in Cincinnati. She looks better and better each match.
Worrying for the field, but can be a little distracting when your player's had a medical timeout. I mean, she is used to it, and she always goes and does that almost, I think of it like shadow boxing, shadow tennis playing, darting around the court as though there's an imaginary ball heading towards her, keeps herself loose, and knows what works best for her during those enforced little pauses.
Yeah, she's that kind of a player who's extremely professional. She's taking the term being professional to another level, Iga. She always has her little routines. She's always very responsible with everything that she's doing on court. Many times she's probably too serious, too demanding of herself, wanting everything to go perfect. The moment things don't go a little bit her way, she's already not happy. These are qualities generally of great players.
It's not working at the moment. She's on a couple of points since the medical timeout and just feeling the calf on the left leg.
Yeah, her body energy is still not there. You can see it.
Yeah, interesting shot choice that I think tells us a little bit as well about how she's feeling at the moment. I think just a little bit reticent to put extra pressure on it, thinking, well, only one more point, I'll go have a rest. Maybe it'll be a little better after another minute to sit down. We'll see. Kalinskaya needs to improve. Hampered early, 4-1. A lot of strapping on the leg of Anna Kalinskaya, and just a feeling, I think, in those last two games that she doesn't quite trust it enough yet, despite the strapping, despite the attention and from the medics, the ice, and just not quite comfortable, keeps touching the bandage, still niggling. We don't know what it is, but it seems very likely to be muscular.
Yeah, good choice there. Yeah, we don't know exactly what she's trying to do, if she's trying to let this set go for a little bit, just have a feel of the calf and putting on extra power in that second set, or yeah, we don't know.
It's only a little over a week until the US Open gets going, isn't it? So don't want to risk that for sure. Take the ball early. That's the instruction from her coach. A few more shouts of Vamos.
That's the definition of taking the ball early on the rise.
succession of good shots. She did try to take all of them early, and she has such wrist control.
Yeah, he could have said it better. She has power and flexibility in the wrist to be able to accelerate so neatly at the end of the shot.
Oh, look at that. A couple of winners, and suddenly she's forgotten about that bandage on her left leg. And it's a few smiles now in
Anita,
players'
find
box.
the distance between you and for the return, you know? You crashing. Oh, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
let's go. First and first here. Vamos.
Vamos.
Former pro player herself. Good mix of personalities, I think, too.
No, she's very nice, the coach. Just telling her to find a little bit more space, give herself more space at the return, so she can control it better. That probably meant the first serve, but on the second, you want to step in and take it early.
Yeah, Iga's first serve stats not great in this tournament. Not great now either. 57%. Has not yet got to 60% first serves in any match in this season's tournament at Cincy. 50 to 60 is not bad, but I think Iga would be aiming for the 60-65% category.
Light first service.
Very honest. Cameras everywhere these days, you can't get away with that. Anna Kalinskaya has a winning record against top 10 players, even though she's never been in the top 10 herself. 13-10. Has won her last couple. Beating Amanda Anisimova here. She rocketed into the top 10 after beating everyone at Wimbledon apart from this woman, and also beat Jess Pegula in Strasbourg earlier this season. Kalinskaya. Left herself open, and Kalinskaya would have seen that and expected to make it.
30-15.
Better the return there. Come on. You go.
And she can adapt her game to whoever she's playing against. She can hit flat, but then also keep the ball in play. She has good defensive skills. She has a good feel of her tennis when everything comes together, obviously. But still worrying signals. She keeps on touching that bandage.
When she loses the point.
Yeah, you might say that, but
Well, I've been watching her, it has been last two times. The previous point she won, not a flicker.
Light first service.
that's what she wanted to achieve earlier. That's the kind of Kalinskaya we know, and she has the capability of, you know, powering or overpowering Iga at times. This is the only way, in my opinion, that she can beat Iga.
Swiatek has won 11 over last 12. Only defeat in that time to Clara Towson. At Montreal in the third match she played there, 4th round.
Oh, there was a decent second serve return, but Iga's answered that zip on the back and did it all.
So a hold to 30. Kalinskaya just getting interested in that game, but just the one break between them, but still a long way back from here because she'll be serving to stay in the opening set at 2-5.
Time.
Magnificent facilities at the Lindner Family Tennis Centre, just northeast of Cincy, named after the big city, metropolis round here. That includes Mason, Ohio, where we find the tennis centre.
It looks like a mini Grand Slam.
And it feels like it, doesn't
Yeah.
it? A few of them do. I mean,
I think Indian Wells is the one
yeah.
that gives you the best feeling that way.
Can't call it that. They insist you call it Tennis Paradise. Told off it, but you won't be invited back. Tennis Paradise.
Tennis Paradise it is.
So 2-5, but with the new balls.
Love 15.
Mentioned Clara Towson, the only player to beat Swiatek recently. She also beat Kalinskaya last month, ended her Wimbledon dreams. And that was the last time she lost a tiebreak, won 4 in a row since then.
That was a very risky second serve, and she missed this one. It was just there for the grabs.
Love does it.
Going for the shoe, thankfully, and not the bandage. And good umpiring there, actually. You don't kind of notice it, but Fabio Sousa just waiting to make sure she was okay before giving the score, giving the full 25 seconds after the score. Trademark shot, the backhand down the line from Kalinskaya, that beautiful flowing smooth action.
15 does it.
Yeah, she has her own particular talent, Anna.
One of the most graceful players, I think, on court, the
Yeah,
way she plays
yeah.
the shots such as that.
Easy power, smooth shots, clean technique.
Fifteen 40.
So set points. Not being unduly troubled by double faults this set, that hasn't been a problem. The strapping on her leg has been, and maybe her mental adjustment to it.
C 40.
Sky playing quarterfinals Previously this season at DC recently, and earlier in the season at Singapore, Charleston and Strasbourg.
Light
Although
vessels.
she didn't actually play that, she withdrew injured against Danielle Collins, but reached the last 8 on the dirt in Strasbourg. Going out, won a couple of big points there to stay in the set.
When you watch Anna play tennis, it feels like at times just a walk in the park to hit like that. She's just, it seems like she puts minimal effort and the ball goes so well with such great precision.
I think I said earlier, didn't I? Deceptively strong. Bad trot here from Świątek. Mentally might have thought the job was done.
It looked like it because Anna looked like she was not there 100%. And then all of a sudden she picked up her level, saved the set points, and now she has a chance to finish the game here.
Świątek has only dropped 12 games in this tournament so far. With a little note that didn't have to play the first round bye or third round walkover.
Again, she moved the ball around so well.
Excellent comeback from danger and from set points at 15-40, but might be a little trickier now to try to get the break back.
Leads 5 games to 3.
But I think generally good signs that since the injury, calling for the medic, getting broken, hold, 4-1 down suddenly, she's competed really well, arguably played some of the better tennis since then. Hasn't reached a final at this level for 15 months on the 1000 circuit. Iga Świątek since Rome.
Best rally of the match so far. Impressive skills by both players. Very good tennis.
Yeah, I kept thinking one more shot, but then there was another one and another one.
And at some point, Anna stopped because she thought this backhand was going to go long. And then I thought this drop shot was going to go wide.
That was cute. That was a cute shot. Tried to do Iga with the eyes, was looking straight down the court, flicked it audaciously. It's just getting interesting now. Marker here in the 9th game. Faced break points 3 minutes ago. Sorry, set points.
Warning, Miss Świątek.
Yeah, kind of half threw the ball up there.
Oh, she left herself exposed with that backhand down the line. She knew it. And Anna was there for the grabs. She didn't do extra work with the forehand, just enough to move her around.
6 points in a row now. 13 out of the last 20. Real chance to get the break back here.
Yeah, great serve. Very good serve out wide.
Started the match like that, didn't she? It was an ace, that one. This one was not coming back. Already, I mean, her record in quarterfinals in 1000 level is just ridiculously good. This is her 23rd quarterfinal. 19-3 win-loss ratio at this level. Sort of opponent she's been facing. And has actually already made 20 semi-finals at this level, because one of those was a walkover in the quarters. So you could actually say 20 against 3 when she's reached the quarters.
It would take an entire match to talk about everything she's done so far. She's been almost flawless. Interesting mind setup.
2 aces apiece now. I mentioned that previous ace with the first point. That's her first since then.
Yeah, she's feeling the pressure. She knows she has to bring the hit into this game.
Said she's been serving throughout the season almost exactly the same number of double faults as aces.
But this one comes at the wrong time. Now it's break point for Anna.
First break point, and she's presented with a second serve, although Iga's won 6 out of 9 on her second serve so far. Yeah, just a little bit less pace on the second serve might be just hindering Kalinskaya a little. Got to be careful here. Had a time warning. Doesn't want to lose the first serve.
What's the humidity percentage?
High.
70, over 70?
It was over 70 at the start. Yeah, 73, I think it was. So she will get a set point here. 2 saved already on Kalinskaya's serve. 65% humidity at the moment. Still the ridiculous end of the spectrum. Takes the set in 3/4 of an hour. She only dropped 6 points on serve in that set, Iga Świątek. 3 of them in that game, just to give Kalinskaya hope. And you know what, this match certainly far from over. Despite the early injury for Kalinskaya, she showed up pretty well in the back end. 6-3 though to Świątek. So let's have a look at the set stats from the opener.
Iga Świątek started the match on fire really good to 3-1 or even beyond that, but then slowly I think Anna started to play a little bit better. Still a lot of unforced errors on her side, 11, and the first serve percentage also dropped. Very few points served, won on that second serve. You can see 50 comparing to Iga. Iga 73. Overall, Iga much steadier, although she was building up momentum in that first set. Anna, I think she was going to start better in the second.
So the first set done and dusted on quarter-finals day in Cincinnati, the 1000 event at the Lindner Family Tennis Centre. Tim and Alex with you for this one, and we'll be back a little later in the third of the four quarter-finals, the only one taking place on grandstand for Gracheva against Kudermetova, not before 4:30 local time, that one. And if you're wondering, well, what time is it over there? Well, it's just coming up to midday. Change of shirt on court for Iga, off court for Anna Kalinskaya, so a little delay here, and won't be able to get any treatment back in the players area if you're wondering, but a change of clothing, chance just to compose your thoughts. But I think Anna's, as we both said, played pretty well towards the end of that set, had an opportunity, first break point, and considering she only won 6 points on the Swiatek serve in the entire set, it was a much more positive end than start.
Yeah, she was becoming dangerous on the return of serve. You can see that she was pushing, she was forcing the break, and she was close. She was close. You never know. A 4-5 score, then her serving. You never know how it could have affected the rest of the set. But good signs, like I said, good signs that she's there. She's probably feeling a little bit better, testing her calf, and she's like, okay, I think I can do this. I can push it. She's hoping, 100% she's hoping for a better start in the second set.
Last 30 seconds of Fabio just checking how she wants the towels. So last probably 15 seconds now before she's due back on court, and we'll get play underway again. Just to tell you that Anna Kalinskaya has 3 times this season come through to win a match, having dropped her opening set. One of those was in the previous round against Ekaterina Alexandrova.
Thank you.
But, also fairly recently, or very recently, came from a real beating in the first set in Montreal in the second round against Elise Mertens 6-1. Came back to win the second on a breaker and then comfortably in the third.
Time.
So that's the score. This is the situation. Quarter-final of the 1000 event in Cincinnati. And it's going with rankings, but plenty more to tell than the scoreline reveals. And Kalinskaya should be feeling pretty good about herself, despite the strapping, despite the medical timeout, and despite the loss of that first set. Needs to start positive, and she will serve. In the high heat and higher humidity.
Taylor. Out.
Use your wrist.
Dosilov.
I think she said use your wrist.
What was that? I thought it was reach. Was it?
Reach or wrist? Well, at least we have mics on
We'll
this
be
court, because on the
emails.
grandstand we had nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I still feel like it's a bit of an intrusion. I feel like I shouldn't be listening in.
We've been talking about it. I think so too. Too much information given away.
Didn't time that one either.
Again, as a spectator, I think it's great to get all that information happening between the coach and the player. At the same time, you don't want to divulge too many secrets. If you're a player, if you're in the phenomena. It did look like it was going to go long.
It did, and she stopped there waiting just that half a second. But clip the line. I don't know whether you're a fan or whether you watch Formula One, but for those who don't know, they've fairly recently, last couple of years, introduced recording and replaying all the chatter between the drivers and their teams back in their bases, and so some secrets were being given away about tactics, and now they use code like, well, plan A and plan B.
Right, they adjusted.
Yeah. So I wonder if we'll see that in coming years on the big courts, big matches.
No,
Don't
but
give too
just
much
think
away.
about it. We'll just take this match as an example. Then whoever, Anna or Iga, can go back, ask for the recording of the match, and they just go back to see whatever the coach is saying to the player. And then when they play again next time, she's gonna know what the tactics are. So that's where I'm thinking that it's not okay for the players.
Well, just the opening game there followed by and large what has happened since 2 games after the medical timeout. If you are just joining us, complained during the first set of 3 games and was seen at the end of the 3rd game when it was 2-1 on serve, and lost the next 2 games decisively, broken and a love hole for Swiatek. And at 4-1 she was touching the strapping, she didn't look comfortable, didn't look to be trusting it, but has built back strongly since then, Kalinskaya. But still, Iga has only lost 6 points on serve in the whole of the first set. So on screen, the phenomenal record when she's got the lead. Can you remember which match Iga was beaten in this season when she won the opening set? It was a big match. It was at the start of the season.
That little one in the corner, right?
Semi of the slam to Madison.
All right. True. But Madison had to play out of her mind to win that match.
The whole tournament was great, wasn't it? And great for Madison Keys, great story, obviously.
Thirty 15. Forty 15.
111 over the last 12, only one of those has gone to 3 sets. That was in the second round at Wimbledon when she dropped the opener to Katie McNally, but came back to win 2 and 1. And her sets so far in this tournament: 1, 4, 4, 3, and 3 again here in the first set.
Game Swiatek.
Well, another game ticked off, but I think the body language was good from
One
Kalinskaya, trying to take it early again on the second serve, put pressure on.
Right, right. No, she's trying the right things. It's important for her, more important than the return, is to keep her service game flowing.
23 tournament career titles, 4 Roland Garros, 6 Grand Slam in total, 10 at 1000 level.
I don't think Anna wants to think about that right now.
And the amazing thing is, with all that and all the experience and talking about the lack of a title in Anna Kalinskaya's locker right now, she's the player that's a couple of years older.
How much older?
Two and a bit years. She'll be 27 in December. Iga turned 24 a couple of months ago.
I'm so surprised that Anna hasn't won a WTA title yet.
You're still checking. You're trying to find one.
I'm trying to, right, trying to see if it's right.
Just feeling a shoulder there as well. Don't want anything else to go wrong.
I mean, she's been doing so well. She's only runner-up 3 times. Champion in doubles 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you include Tampico 2023 4 times, 2 of those at 1,000 level recently are 2 most recent finals. So it's just, I guess, just a bit of a mental block.
Love 14.
Well, I fear double faults might be an issue. It hasn't really been at all. That's only a second. She served more aces than doubles. That has been a problem for her throughout this tournament.
Well, if she can move the ball around like that, she has a chance, but still the inconsistency that she's showing because of whatever she's feeling physically is not a key against Iga today.
Only got 3 first serves in out of 9 points so far in this set. And if she's going to get out of this little hole, 2 more break points, needs that first serve. Oh, she got the short return, but snatched at it a little. And so the first break again comes in Kalinskaya's second service game of the set. And she moves a lot more slowly now, through dejection, I think, more than injury, back to the chairs. Iga with a break in the second, 2-1. Iga Świątek rarely lets the lead slip, as we've seen, and even in sets. She's only been broken 3 times this week, but 4 actually, if you include. Sorry, yeah, 3 times this week, but only played 2 matches, 4 sets, now 5 sets. Kalinskaya's got to believe in herself here. She stayed out there and seemingly played through the pain in the first set and looked really good at the end of the second.
And now again she's dropped her level. But you can see that she's doubting, or she's not 100% always in a game. But with Iga, the problem is that if you drop just 1 service game, it might be it.
Was in the first set. Got 1 chance to break back in the final game. Couldn't take the solitary point she had.
Love 15.
3 doubles.
Go, turn your shoulder, go forward.
Iga as well.
First in the middle. Vamos.
Going for the deep return down the middle. That's what the coach was trying to tell her.
You're just feeling that shoulder more and more. He's strapped, it's been strapped for a few matches that I've seen her now.
Well, Agnieszka Radwanska had a saying.
15
When I was talking to her from time to time in the locker room, you know, she was taped up or I was taped up. But then I asked her, like, what's wrong, Gaga? What's happening? And she's like, nothing, God, it's just too much tennis. Once I stop playing tennis, nothing is going to hurt anymore. And that was a backhand in Radwanska style, touching the knee on the floor.
And neither of them's, they both dropped their level, and she used the 25 seconds then. She's already had a time violation warning. Has to be really careful here, Świątek. Plenty of time at the moment, just down to 10.
Yeah, because Iga is the type of player like Rafa Nadal who needs to set up the point really well mentally, be extremely prepared, gather her thoughts and everything, timing up perfectly before she starts.
Go through everything.
Yeah.
We just had the touch of the cap, we had the ball, the look up, the bouncing ball again, the pause.
Correct. So she has to go through
And the throw
all
up.
the process.
It's very rapid. 113 miles per hour, but illegal. Definitely got chances here.
30-40.
Iga is not playing very well right now. The lowest point of this match so far, I think, for her. Oh, and it is long. It is a break. And Iga's definitely rattled a little bit at the moment, I think by her own form more than anything.
Good, Anita. Defend through the middle, and when you have a chance, you open.
2 games off.
And the first ball is good behind also. Okay, vamos.
Anita, you can do
I think I heard a dog then. Phew.
The dog, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
think
the dog is under
hiding
the
down there.
chairs, hiding from the heat.
Getting a bit excited with the break back from its owner. We got some pictures, didn't we, recently when she made the final, hugging the dog as she left the court.
Yeah, cute moments.
15
More and
off.
more players are traveling with their cute little dogs. Just makes life a little bit more fun on the tour.
Out.
Sometimes it can get lonely or there's too much routine going on.
Out acing Iga at the moment, 4-2. And the 4-2 positive ratio on double faults as well is more important. Must have been working hard on a serve in the time off.
30 love.
Has let her down on occasions, back end of Montreal and here. But has come through it very well. 9 aces against Peyton Stearns in a first match. Sorry, 9 double faults in a first match here against Peyton Stearns, and 10 in the last match against Katerina Alexandrova.
Again, that was an important win for Anna because it was the
40 love.
first time that she beat Katerina Alexandrova in 7 attempts. So a lot of good momentum building up for her. Imagine how she's going to be right at the US Open. After all the good runs she's had so far on the US swing, including this one.
Final at DC. Oh. Well, that was a 40 love double serve, double fault serve after trying to catch her opponent out and taking a bit more risk to push it wide. And she's in the zone right now. And there you go. Not a problem at all. So the momentum has firmly switched in favour of the underdog. The number 28 seed is ahead, only on serve, but it's worrying moments now for Iga Świątek. Never been to the final here, and Kalinskaya back on track, 3-2. Quarterfinals day at the Lindner Family Tennis Centre, the revamped, refurbished and exquisite facilities here now for players, teams and for the spectators as well. But it's all about the tennis. And on quarterfinals day, 3 of the 4 being played here during the course of the day on P&G Centre. And this one's just got interesting. Iga Świątek looked to be coasting, 6-3 in the first set, dropping just 6 points on serve, but broken in the last service game, now at 2-3. Both struggling for first serves. Only 1 in 3 landing in this second set for Świątek. That's a point she ought to have won.
She likes putting this kind of pressure all the time, doesn't she? Take the ball early and be in control of the points. I think she's the player that suffocates you the most.
Apologies, I think we might have just lost pictures, little issue here in Cincinnati, but back with you now. And He didn't miss anything, Iga taking another point, but still struggling, notwithstanding 40 love in this, not at her best. Forcing the error again.
14-15.
6 serves landed out of 15 for Świątek in this second set. It's scrappy and it's waiting for one player to take the set by the scruff of its neck, really.
Świątek.
That serve out wide really works for Iga.
Re-games all.
Yeah, I was saying that she's probably the player that suffocates you the most. Okay, you got Aryna Sabalenka who's playing really hard tennis, but with her, with Iga's intensity on court and how quickly she's taking the ball and how much she's you know, you feel her, how she's there and you know, showing her power, showing you that she wants to take it, moving so well. It's just, I'm telling you, she suffocates you so much.
Love 15.
A little worrying, 3 doubles now. 1 in each of the last 3 games. Three in this set, 4 in total.
Let second service.
Third quarter-final at this level for Kalinskaya.
She needs to be careful because she's attacked on her second serve most of the times. And Iga is smelling the opportunity. It's a little let down in Kalinskaya's game.
Yeah, Iga's, I think, sensed that she wasn't playing brilliantly, and she's just been a bit more conservative, hasn't gone for the lines, concentrated on maybe a bit more
steadier.
topspin and a bit more oomph on that forehand. But making sure she doesn't commit the first error, which is a good tactic in a scrappy period of a match where there are a lot of errors, and she's got herself 3 break points. And a bit of a waste there from Kalinskaya.
New balls, please.
Well, she's come back from a breakdown once already, and she will have to do it again here. She'll be with new balls after the change of serve, after the change of ends, and Świątek will be serving at 4-3.
Hit rule is in. I hit rule. Yeah, just now.
That's the situation. And if Anna Kalinskaya can extricate herself from this position again, break behind for the second time, and manages to win the second set, well, she'll have the option for taking a longer break, because the heat rule is now in effect. The combined rising temperature and still very high humidity level mean the criteria are met. And if either one of the players wants a longer break, they can go back for 10 minutes in the locker rooms before the start of the third. At the moment, Kalinskaya would just love to have that chance, because Świątek, with this latest break and with the new balls, 4-3.
But it's a little bit weird how Anna has handled the second set. It felt like there were a couple of games on her serve where she wasn't there 100%. It felt like she let them go, and then she was really good and aware, and trying to put a lot of effort on the return to take the break back. I would have probably done the opposite. Focus more on the serve and then be more relaxed on the return.
Tuniera is holding the shoulder again now. We've seen that 3 or 4 times during this match. The signs aren't good.
I mean, it might also be the fact that when she's serving, she has to push into that cuff, and it's probably not comfortable. But either way.
Iga taking charge here. 21 unforced errors for her opponent, 14 from her own racket. That's a big difference. Third double from Świątek. Kalinskaya's made 4.
That was a very powerful serve, almost. I think she was trying to aim for the body, and it was close enough. 2 game points.
Didn't back up the break first time around in this set. But Anna Kalinskaya is giving away points here. 9 out of the last 10 points have gone to Iga Świątek, and she moves almost effortlessly to within 1 game of a place in the semi-finals.
This match has had its up and downs, but the reality is that Iga has been much steadier. The way she's handled situations, and just throughout the match, she's been better.
I mean, pretty much the same as in the first 2 matches, the only 2 matches she's had, Potapova and Kostya. She's not been as good as we know she can be.
But she just handled the matches well in the end.
I mean, it's not easy to do, and it may not be the case, but you just get the feeling as a watcher, as a spectator, that, well, she just raises a game if she needs to.
Correct.
Like she was broken back, made it steadier, suddenly raised the game, got the break.
You can see that she puts a mental effort to come back when she needs to, and she does the trick.
Not many players that Świątek has not beaten in her career in the top 50 in the world. Kalinskaya will be back in the top 32 as a result of this tournament. even if she does lose today. Only the second time they've met, but in a 1,000 event on the hard courts last season in Dubai, it was Kalinskaya who came out on top in 2 regulation sets, 4-4. Oh, makes it. Nothing on that second serve. I mean, that's the sort of second serve that not really going through fully, maybe on the shoulder, not fully committed. It's just. She got a little lucky there, rushed the serve a little, I think, for me, but she's still in this. She has to be positive, just one break. Tricia trying to raise a level, there's a smile.
Right, she's a little bit down on herself. Like you said, she still needs to believe.
Match point. 1 hour, 24 minutes. Well, the bakery hasn't been open today, but it might be another takeaway. That's a quality volley, isn't it, when she needed to do it.
And like she said, you know what, I'm going to go for it. Although the approach wasn't the best and Iga was going to get her there, I think the touch was unbelievable. Saves the match point. She needs to fight through this game. She can do it.
Okay then, point for the hold.
Advantage, Kalinskaya.
Iga tried again her signature forehand with a lot of spin to push her opponent back. It was going to be a super good return.
I thought it was going to be. I thought it had enough on it to just bring it down, but not so. Anna is pushing the speed here. She was waiting there for Świątek.
Oh, yeah.
Just, I do feel that she's rushing it without any need. I understand when things aren't going right, trying to change the rhythm.
Yeah, no, she definitely rushed.
Under a bit of pressure, the serve's coming unstuck again. Served one double in each of her last 4 service games now. Unforced errors this set. Sorry, in the match. From Kalinskaya. And again, Świątek 2 points away. Beautifully controlled. Not good enough from Kalinskaya on the drop shot. Świątek plenty of time, but didn't she play it well?
Yeah, tried to finish the point very early. Kalinskaya not decisive on the drop shot, just try to make it as it was.
Second MP. Missed it again.
This backhand down the line, like you said, is her signature shot. It's beautiful when it goes in. I think she could have made even better use of this backhand down the line throughout the match.
Light for service.
Makes it for match point number 3 and the longest game of the match.
Advantage, Świątek.
Because backhand has been very good today.
Again, very quick.
Oh no.
It's almost as if she's been determined to land that as a winning shot.
She was here behind me. I don't think you. Okay. Yeah.
Deuce.
Oh, she could have done better. She didn't move her legs enough.
Trying to keep it on the backhand for her opponent maybe there, but Świątek's been leaking points on the forehand. I would have thought she might have gone down the line at one point again, but concedes the point. That means a fourth match point.
Out.
Well, she's having fun out there now.
Right, just give her match points and she'll be bringing on her best tennis.
Sixth deuce. Nonchalant winner.
Yeah, I think that's a word that describes her really well. She's very nonchalant at times.
Still smiling about that last one, I think. First serve has gone AWOL again, I'm afraid, for Anna.
And that was a risky second serve. It was very deep. She put a lot on it. And now she has a game point.
Yeah, first serve percentage this set, 47%. Well, it's come through it, and look at that. But, you know, it's not like it's 5-love. I'm not sure she should be doing that. You're just one break behind. Yeah, you've saved match points. There's still a match to be won here. Iga knows it. Can Anna do it? 5-4. Świątek will be serving for the match after the change of ends. Rather a surreal feel to this match, certainly the end of it, I think, and we were hoping for big things. That, again, we've had one of those matches where neither player has played their top form at the same time. There have been glimpses of what they're capable of. Iga has not been pushed to achieve her best. Kalinskaya a couple of shades below her rosiest. Well, already 4 match points squandered, although to be fair, well won by Kalinskaya. Could be a different proposition though, as the Polish player serves now.
And she comes in and plays like that on the return game.
Love 15.
Yeah, she's been very up and down so far in this match. But again, I back up what you're saying, Tim. It's far from being over. She just needs to believe more.
Yeah, and I think she's gone back to A, attacking because she needs to make the break, but taking the ball as early as possible. There's nothing you can do about that.
Right.
I mean, that's the quality of that serve, 110 out wide, and even though you got a little bit lucky with the return, right where you'd want it, Iga still produced 2 more good shots to win the point.
Yeah, very precise and very, I'll say, German-like precision with her serve and her following shots. And when she serves like that, like you said, you can't do much. Trying to put the return in, trying to play as deep as possible. But then your chance is to try and attack that second serve when it comes along.
8th backhand winner of the match, that was for Iga.
Light for service.
Good serve down the body.
Yes, Kalinskaya's not done anything wrong in this set, but it is, in this game rather, but it is 2 match points. Match point number 5 first, 6 if required. Well, eventually it does come to an end. It is another semi-final for Iga Świątek. Kalinskaya never at her best today. The shoulder, the calf, maybe taking something away from her performance, but take nothing away from Iga Świątek. Backing up her Wimbledon form, the champion there, bidding for her first ever title, indeed first ever final here. Twice beaten semi-finalist in the last 2 years. She's back there again in Cincy. It'll be the 21st career semi-final at 1,000 level after this 3-4 win over Anna Kalinskaya. Alex Dorber.
Yeah, I think Iga was very steady throughout the match, although she had her own ups and downs throughout the tournament. She hasn't played at her finest form, but she finds that mentality, that focus at the right time to pull it off. And Kalinskaya was definitely not at her best. Her calf was hurting, her shoulder probably. And I think already at the beginning of the match when she felt that calf twitching or cramping, it felt like she lost trust, confidence that she can pull it off. It felt almost as if she was giving it away at times. She was trying, but very up and down with her performance.
Kalinskaya will at least go back into the top 32, 30 in the rankings. Looks assured in the next lot of rankings when they're produced. Just so used to saying Monday, but the final's not until Monday, so not exactly sure. And the US Open on the horizon, of course. As long as she's fit, I think she could be a real threat, Anna Kalinskaya. But maybe just not mentally strong enough against Świątek there. Had beaten her before, so maybe that's a little bit of a surprise.
Oh, but she had a lot of tough matches. She probably was feeling herself mentally and physically tired.
Well, let's hear what Iga thinks of that. Dropped just 19 games so far this week. Andrew Krasny is going to speak to her right now.
Iga, as a tennis fan, it is so fun to watch you when you're in your zone. You played spectacular tennis today. Must feel nice to get a little revenge. She got you last year out in the Middle East, but boy, you got her back today and you played spectacular tennis.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure the match was much different, and I'm happy that I was really proactive from the beginning. I could just play my game, and yeah, for sure it wasn't easy. So yeah, I'm just happy that I was solid and I had enough intensity to put pressure.
Into your 3rd semifinal here in Cincinnati. It is probably the warmest of those 3. It's hot today. Preparation for the match, how do you stay hydrated and still look so calm on court doing what you do?
Well, there's no secret. I just drink, but water. And yeah, yeah, well, nothing. Honestly, I think we kind of need to get used to it with how the world is changing, you know, and it's going to be worse and worse, I guess. So, yeah.
Well, thanks for the perspective and outlook on what's happening in the world. Iga, we love watching you play. It's so fun to see you smile, and we wish you the best of luck through to the semifinals. Way to go.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming.
Iga Swiatek, let's get some autographed tennis balls from a Grand Slam champion.
And we'll have a look at the draw in a moment, but what a tasty semi-final awaits us. The top half is laden with talent. The bottom half's not doing too badly either. But Iga today, I think it was interesting there, she said that she was proactive from the start and she managed to never be dominated by Kalinskaya. The only time Kalinskaya managed to break her was when she was already a break ahead. Then the next time, she made sure that she backed it up in that first set as well.
Like we said, she learned her lesson, so she already had a taste of Kalinskaya from their previous encounter, and she knew what to expect, and she knew that she had to be better prepared. So yeah, she stepped in and did what she does best, to take time away from her opponents and suffocating with her crazy intensity and very good footwork, and I think she was on point today.
Another first. She's managed to reach the upper tier there for the first time, and the second time as well, of all the players that we've seen this week on centre. In the women's singles, that's progressing rapidly, and a workmanlike performance really from Iga today. She didn't do that much wrong, but still, as we said, wasn't at her best. But all that green on the left-hand side, Alex.
Yeah, and a lot of unforced errors coming from Kalinskaya's racket. It was an up and down affair. It felt like there were moments when she was really engaged and others when she was letting herself down. But Iga, in the end, although she had her own fair share of unforced errors, I think she was much more composed in important moments.
The action continues on centre court, and if you think these two serve and hit the ball hard, wait for what's coming up, because the winner of this match, Iga Swiatek, will face the winner of the next one, Arena against Yelena Sabalenka, defending champion, world #1, and Rybakina looking to get back into the top 3. And the other quarterfinals coming up later today as well. And Alex and myself, Tim, will be back with you on Grandstand for quarterfinal #3 a little later, Gracheva against Kudermetova. Make it out of it. We'll see you soon.